What's correct, like, and it's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So back for another off-season. We're going to take the Atlanta Falcons. We're going to do a free agency as well as a mock draft. Excuse me, I just ate. But yeah, we're going to do that. That ought to be alright, 3, 2, 1. What's cracking, like, and it's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, go bro, and subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you enjoy the video. We're talking about the Falcons today, and we're gonna basically go through their off season. We're gonna do a free agency as well as a mock draft. This is all if I were the GM, not what I think they're gonna do. So I'm basically gonna whip together something I think that helps them for next season. Obviously, you are going to have a different opinion. More than likely, you're going to have a different opinion. Just let me know in the comment section below. And remember, be cool. You might know something I don't. Let's talk about it. But yeah, man. Just to give you kind of guidelines I go by. I don't do trades in this. It just kind of muddies the water here. So some of the guys I release, it might be better to trade those off and get some assets back. But I don't do that, so my bad. Can't find a good draft simulator that actually can give them picks if I were to trade like so-and-so player, get like a third rounder back. Can't find a good draft simulator that would actually just give me that third round pick, but it is what it is. Also, when it comes to the starting lineups, I don't do it based on if they run a base 4-3. You're going to see these 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, and then the secondary. I do it based on basically what players see them, what type of position see the field the most. So snap counts and all that. What type of packages do they use the most? So that's what you are going to see when it comes to the starting lineups. So let's go ahead. Let's dive in. This is going to be wild. This is going to be crazy because they have $5 million in cap space. Not a lot to do. Not a lot to do. So we ended up releasing actually quite a bit of players like Alex Mack. We get $8 million back from him. That's a tough one. That sucks. Keanu Neal. I released him in part just because I'm very comfortable. We get similar production out of Ricardo Allen and DeMonte Kazee, the cat from San Diego State. I think those guys, because he's been kind of injury plagued throughout his tenure there at Atlanta, so I don't mind getting him. And then probably the most notable of those releases, Devontae Freeman. I probably shouldn't even have. We could easily probably trade him for a pick, but I shouldn't really have to talk you into why we're releasing him. And it's not really, it's inability to stay on the field and production. Well, not so much production, but I think it's more so how much he costs. So we got 36 million cap space. I'm resigning one person. That's the punter, Matt Bosher, because he's not half bad. So 1 year, $3 million for him. So we could pursue another punter, the free agency or the draft if you really want. Some of the guys decided not to bring back Vic Beasley. I don't think he's coming back either, but I want to have brought him back. Austin Hooper is a tough one just because I don't want to invest like $10 million a year in Austin Hooper. He's a guy, he doesn't win too much in coverage on one-on-ones. He has to be schemed open, and I feel like we could bring in someone that could kind of do this, have the same role, you know? So, like I said, $10 million, that's just too big of an asking price for me. So let's go ahead, let's get into some of the sign-ins here today. And we're they're not too great. A lot of them, like I said, 1 year deals, because I don't want to invest in a lot of these guys. They're kind of just placeholders until we can find someone better, most likely through the draft where we can develop those guys. Shaq Lawson, bringing him in on a prove-it deal. LaShawn McCoy's honestly just there because there's no one at running back, and I think it could be a cheap alternative to what we had with Freeman. Darren Fells, he's actually played very well for the Texans. Not like he's not going to blow your socks off, but like I said, he's a guy we could pay for cheap, and I think could basically do similar to what Austin Hooper did. Then Kevin Pierre-Louis, I like him. He's a really good, I think, cheap option that could be really good at linebacker. More so what that they weren't getting from gosh, his name's escaping me right now. Campbell, the guy that played opposite of Jones. So not spending a lot, just a few free agents kind of fill in some holes that they have. I mostly want to try to build through the draft, because I think there's a lot of solid parts there for the Falcons to stay competitive. And you saw that this year with them, where they got wins you don't think they should have, like against San Fran. So let's go ahead. Let's do the dang thing in the draft. This is going to be a very interesting one, nonetheless. They're all kind of interesting. Tua Tagovailoa is still available here. I'd be super tempted to take him if I were the Falcons. But that's Jedrick Wills as well. Let's see what happens. Just for this, like us to have these players available. Well, that's interesting and tempting. I mean, I'd want to go like Christian Fulton or whoever the top edge is. Levon Chazon, I think, needs some time to develop. Interior, no. But honestly, I mean, it would be ludicrous to take. Would it be to take another tackle? I mean, yes, it would. It would be ludicrous to take another tackle, but boy, I would trade down, honestly, if I were the Falcons right now. Oh, this is really, really tough. I think Christian Fulton ends up being the pick here. It's because I was hoping maybe a Kinlaw or Derek Thomas, maybe AJ Epinesa. I wouldn't mind taking Curtis Weaver here either, but just not a lot of people are high on Curtis Weaver, and I think it's craziness. This is tough. Or I could take Tua, and then I could really get destroyed in the comment section. I'm gonna take Christian Fulton. I think that's best we can do. Yeah, at this pick. So I think that helps out the secondary a ton, because I mean, you got guys like what is it, Levier or Oliver and Sheffield. They were okay, but they're not like groundbreaking, you know. So it's always good to have especially the corner position. It's always good to have good depth anyway. So I think Fulton instantly comes in and starts. All right, so I was kind of hoping Gallimore would be there. So here we are with this next pick. A lot of interesting things we could do. Let's see, edge. Love Curtis Weaver. DeAndre. Let's take a look at the running backs. Dobbins already come off the board. I think Dobbins is actually a better fit in there. Oh, I don't see him. I think J.K. Dobbins is a really, really good fit. Oh yeah! Wow, he goes to. Well, mock draft simulators. I can't find a good one, man. And I don't want to go back to Draft Network because they don't include the what is it, compensatory picks, something like that. But yeah, all right. So looking at the board, you could go tight end, get someone maybe for the long term. I like Curtis Weaver. I think he's a stud. I would go Curtis Weaver. I think those are two first round picks you get. Those are two very good players. So I know they have one more pick in the second round. And DeAndre Swift wouldn't be bad. Then tight ends were still fine. All fine. It's all fine. Got our edge. Jordan Elliott be a really good pick here too. But I mean, it's good value with DeAndre Swift. I think he complements the Falcons offense a ton. And you're not relying on LaShawn McCoy. You're not relying on Shady. All right, so coming in here in the third round, I think we filled some big holes. So we could kind of take best player available. I'm eyeing Jordan Elliott. I really hope he doesn't there with our pick. We're getting Jordan Elliott, man. So many people are sleeping on Jordan Elliott. Like, he's gonna be a great day 2 pick. It's gonna be a great day 2 pick. So we've done a lot for the defense, and honestly, we could do more. Probably now maybe gonna start eyeing a tight end. Like a Harrison Bryant. I really like. I think he's the top tight end in my rankings. Adam Troutman's really good. There goes Bryant. But maybe we won't be able to get a tight end. I mean, Bryce Hopkins ain't bad. Let's take a gander. Hunter Bryant's still available. This is a weird tight end class, man. There's like top 5 to 6 guys are pretty interchangeable. We're going Hunter Bryant. I think this is a banger of a draft right now. I wouldn't mind adding more receiver. Like Ashton Davis is still on the board. A lot of people are sleeping on Ashton Davis too. That's another video entirely. I don't think there's any way Ashton Davis would be around in the 4th. So I don't mind looking for a little depth at receiver. I don't mind looking for more depth in the secondary. We could go linebacker as well, but yeah. All right, so here we are with our pick, and wow, man, receivers flew off the board. Better they don't have a ton listed. I mean, Van Jefferson, I love a ton. Here in the 5th ain't half bad. There ain't nothing here for defensive interior. Why they got Gibson listed interior? What is wrong with rankings? X Johnson, very overlooked. Snowden be interested, and he is the type of linebacker. He's kind of like Vic Beasley light. I mean, you're here getting him in the 5th. Quick look. I really like, was it Ojumudia? Safety. Jeremy Chin's another guy I like. So, yeah, we'll go Snowden. So, wow, this is a quality draft. I think we've hit a lot of the things we needed to this draft. I might just eye receiver at this point. Great receiving draft. Could go linebacker. A lot of interesting ways we can go. Going to the 6th round. I feel like we could end our draft here, and it's like we did good. We'll go Jeremy Chin. There you go. All right. Reggie Robinson. He'd be a good 6th rounder. They have a 6th round pick. Hopefully he's around at our 7th round pick. Mustafa Johnson. Did he stay? I swore he stayed. They're here or there. Kendrick Rogers wouldn't be a bad option. Oh, don't even have to think about it. I mean, he's a guy that's kind of underperformed his whole career. Julian Blackmon isn't a bad idea either. Tanner Muse, not half bad either. Luke Barku, I don't think he'll be around here, so let's just ignore him. Joe Hightower, I don't believe he's gonna fall this far. Like Joe Reed, I think is more believable. I mean, Russell Gage ain't half bad. They can Gabriel. Lynn Boat. Oh, there ain't no way you're left here. All right. So I like Julian Blackman as a developmental guy. I think he's a great athlete, but he's still got a long way to go. Guy that can play free. He can play in the slot. Oh, I'd rather him just play single high, but. All right, I think that was a good draft. I feel like I should be shaking hands. Yep. Thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor. All right. I really like what our starting lineup probably could look like, especially on offense. Not gonna lie, that's probably I'm the most excited about. So let's take a quick overview of our draft. Christian Fulton, Curtis Weaver, DeAndre Swift, Jordan Elliott, Hunter Bryant, honestly, all can be immediate contributors, like immediate stars. Even Charles Snowden. So, yeah, not a half bad draft. So let's take a quick gander at what our starting lineup's gonna look like. And the starting on 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So on offense, I think it's looking really good with Matt Ryan. We got DeAndre Swift, of course, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage. I think the addition of Hunter Bryant there with Darren Fells is really good. The offensive line hopefully be better in year 2, mainly Lindstrom and McGarry. Matthews has been solid, but still with James Carpenter and now Jamont Brown. Brown now manning probably center. I don't think he's done that in his whole career. So, yeah, we probably could have grabbed some guy to develop maybe behind him, but it is what it is. Defense, I think, looks much better, much improved. Shaq Lawson, we got McKinley. Remember, Curtis Weaver is there. He can play on the outside. He can kick inside as well with Grady Jarrett and Jordan Elliott. I think the defensive line looks much better. And then at linebacker, Kevin Pierre-Louis as well as Deion Jones. Remember, Charles Snowden's there as well. And then at corner, we've got Desmond Trufant, Christian Fulton, and then I put Kendall Sheffield in the slot. That's where he was manning near the end of last year. And remember, we also got Isaiah Oliver there in the fold, Ricardo Allen, and then Kazi. And then I think this team should be able to compete at least for a wild card spot. And I think they got a lot of good building blocks. But that's it for the video. Go ahead, let me know what you think in the comment section below and what you would do differently. But of course, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.